Today we're pitting Scrap Iron against himself. We're going to compare the original OG Scrap Iron to the brand spanking new GI Joe Classified Scrap Iron Deluxe set.
Yo, Joe!
So Scrap Iron here. This is my original Scrap Iron. He's feeling a little wobbly. He's you know, seen some better days. He's played with a lot, and I love this character. I was a big fan. Now Scrap Iron's not one of the iconic villains. He was more like B-list, C-list. You know, he just had a cool look and a cool weapon, but not a lot of story, not a lot of lore behind him from either the comic book, the cartoon, and the figure. So he's one where we get our point of reference for all the characters in G.I. Joe from either the cartoon, the comic book, or the figure itself, or if you're really stupid, the other crappy cartoon that came out after Sunbow stopped making them. So pretty much our point of reference is this. And no, I don't mean the comic book, I don't mean Devil's Due, and I don't mean the new reboot, because that point of reference you'd be like 35, 40. I'm talking about your point of reference as a kid when you're playing with them. Okay? Not that I don't play with them, I do, I'll admit it. But we're not counting that stuff. So I'm sure there's probably all kinds of lore about Scrap Iron in those later comics. In the original, he didn't do a whole lot. He didn't show up a lot in either the cartoon or the comic book. But he had an iconic look. He looked really frightening. He looked like Tommy Lee Jones. I was thinking, you know, Tommy Lee Jones should play him. You know, he's got a rough face. He's living hard. He's drinking hard. But I just thought he was like kind of a psycho. That was it for me. Just a guy that liked to watch things blow up. Okay, let's read the file card now. Cobra Anti-Armor Specialist, codename Scrap Iron. File name Classified. Primary military specialty Tank Destroyer. It is believed that Scrap Iron is a product designer for Destro's Armaments Company. Carries out initial field testing on all new armor-piercing munitions and submunitions. Area of specialization is remote-launched, laser-guided, rocket-propelled, piezo-electric, fused anti-tank weapons. These weapons are categorized beyond the smart stage and are known by the nomenclature Brilliant. Scrap Iron is methodical and precise. Imperfection in any form repels him. Perhaps that's why he wants to blow up the world. Let's check out the new brand spanking new. Now this box, we're going to compare here the box art to the original, and you know, this is pretty great. Nice portrait of him on the front here. Great face, great art here. I almost always give the art just automatically goes to Hector Garrido, because you know, that shit he did was iconic. The packaging that he came up with was iconic. I remember just going to a store and just seeing that explosion and a, you know, character standing in front of it, and you just were sold on that thing. And there's never been any packaging like it. But this might be one where maybe the Classified is actually better than the original. But I mean, this is a deluxe set, and we got this great painting, which almost reminds me of something that, you know, Garrido would have done if it was on a big XS explosion. It probably would be more like what Garrido had done. We got the little QR code with the stat. Nobody bother with this. Does anybody bother with this crap? Because it's not. No, it's not good. And we got the back. We see everything it comes with, which I would have shit myself as a kid to have this thing. And he comes with explosives, explosions, and fire. I mean, you know, just gotta love it. And yet it looks dead on perfect. I mean, this looks exactly like the Scrap Iron I had or have. And let's check him out. Okay. All right. So we've got the drone and Scrap Iron himself here, and man, does he look good. That face, that is not a pretty boy here. Cut him loose. Let's cut him loose. All right. Well, right off the bat, now we've got another argument for the packaging being better. This just gorgeous black and white drawing. Love this design, and then nailing it on this one. This looks just like him. That face, that is a scary ass looking man. I would not mess with this guy. I'd assume he's gonna blow shit up if I saw him. Alright, let's compare him. Well, I mean, the face is just incredible. He's got this real nasty burn right on that face. He's got some scars on the other side. He's got a little mohawk action going on. He is looking mean, dude. Mean. He's got a mean look. He's a scary looking dude. But otherwise, this is perfect. This is pitch perfect. I mean, this looks just like the original. Down to the red vest where the grenades are placed, the pouches. They just made exactly the right, larger, upgraded version of the original figure. But they added this detail. Now, I really wish they would do this with all of the figures. You know, they had an opportunity to do this with like Barbecue, where they could have given him an alternate head sculpt, or that head that you could pop on and off that would show, you know, his face, so that he's not stuck wearing a stupid mask all the time, because there's no reason this guy would wear a mask all the time. Same here. He wouldn't wear a mask all the time. He's going to pull his helmet off. He's not like Crocmaster. I think Crocmaster, he wears a mask all the time. Nobody wants to look at Crocmaster's face. But this guy, he's got he would pull his helmet off. I wish they would do that with more. Let's take a look at the drone. Now, the drone is definitely an upgrade. And let's piece it together here. It doesn't roll. It would have been nice if it rolled, but very cool. Now, what I love about this is it does make a lot of sense. It's an upgrade that makes an incredible amount of sense. The original was just a missile launcher on a stand. And I remember being a kid, you're like, all right, how do I carry this crap? I gotta carry this with me? What the hell? What are you gonna do? And so having it be on, tank treads is just a big ass upgrade. I did like, we have the one on the stand, you blow it up, somebody would nuke it, somebody would take it out with a grenade or something, you can make the stand explode, but this makes just a ton more sense. This is great, and it's huge, and it's kind of frightening, and you can, ram crap with it. I love it. Let's take a look at all his other accessories. And there's a lot here. There's a lot here. This is one of those where deluxe actually means a deluxe. Sometimes they make you a deluxe, and it's freaking standard as shit, There's nothing deluxe about it. They just want to charge you an extra 15 bucks. But this thing is deluxe. So it comes with a lot of explosions, which is just awesome. We got a little pistol here that looks close enough to the pistol he had originally. Fits in his hand pretty well. And we've got here, fits in the holster very nicely. It's good looking. It's interesting. Then he's got the remote control here, which I gotta say, in a weird way, I think obviously this was the best choice. Obviously, he's not gonna have a corded remote for a drone in the year 2023, but I miss the cord, because I think me and probably every other kid in the world turned that cord into an electric whip, right? I mean, it was just a cool natural, this is his electric whip. I knew it wasn't what it was supposed to be for, but an electric whip is cool. So I'll miss the electric whip. But the helmet, let's see what he looks like with the helmet on. He's looking, oh yeah, he looks fantastic. It's perfect. Doesn't look like Tommy Lee Jones anymore, which is a little disappointing, but it's perfect. We got the rockets here, which look exactly like the original for the most part. Laser guided, printed on the side, perfect. They're nailing this thing. This is one of the best things they've ever done, I think. This is like hands down one of their best figures. All right. Okay, and now we got nasty ass explosions everywhere, boom, fire, and just destruction, which is just awesome. I mean, for somebody who takes photographs of action figures, this is pretty incredible. This would be so useful, right? Now my poor old scrap iron here, he broke his, you can see this scrap iron, not in good shape. Great figure, broke his dick off. See, dick fell off. About put a new O-ring on him, and his dick fell right off. So, and then we have here the rockets. We can actually add the little streams of fire and smoke, and that is even better. I mean, this is just awesome looking. Love this figure. Love the look of this. Love the design. This is, oh yeah, Yo Joe! Absolute perfection. This is one of the best things they've ever done. I really do think that, you know, I'm bitch about some of the choices they make, as we all do, especially that first line. But ever since the second wave, and even some things they did in the first wave, this is just the best toy line ever created. I think next to the original GI Joe, which nothing can top. And I think the classified line for like a big set of figures that are detailed and then have a look and feel, and also move and be played with and not break apart. There's nothing like this. This is the best line of figures I've ever seen, and you know, and this is one of the best figures they've ever made. Fantastic, no complaints. I know my desire for a wired remote control is fucking stupid, so I'm gonna file that off as a no complaints here on this figure. This guy's perfect. Although I love to give it to the original, because they are the original and they have that, you know, connection to you and to your childhood and nostalgia. The classified wins this time. Sorry, old broken dick scrap iron, you lost. Well, thanks. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and you know, tell me in the comments what you think. See you next time.